Hey y'all, it's me, Majora T, back here today with the games beat for 2025. It's been a week. Last week I had a couple games beat to add to the collection, and I had some goals, and there was a big switch up, so I'm going to get into it today. Subscribe if you want to enlighten your world like Pikachu to Electrode and Pokemon Snap. My focus consoles are Switch, Series S, and DS. I had started Pokemon Diamond in Italian, and I was at about 3 badges. I had started Bit Trip Runner. I was at the end of First World, and I had not started Clunky Hero. And my progress for all these games, I switched them. So let me explain this a little bit. With Bit Trip, I ended up by the end of the week getting to the Gauntlet, which is 3-9, 2 levels away from the end of the game, and it was getting incredibly difficult. I know a game is maybe too difficult for me at a time when I pick it up to play it and I make zero progress in that play session. I played for a good hour, the Gauntlet. Did not get any further than I did the last time. I did that 2 consecutive nights, and at a certain point you begin to feel like you're wasting your time. So I'm not necessarily done with Bit Trip Runner, but I do want to just put it on hiatus for now. Maybe save it for a stream, give it a shot. If not, oh well. So Clunky Hero, I did start, and I made it a good 10% of the way. It just didn't really pull me in as much as I kind of wanted it to. It was kind of whimsical, kind of funny, but not really. It's going for like that kind of tongue-in-cheek Fable-esque humor. And it kind of just feels like a homemade indie game for Steam that was ported to console. It's a little clunky, unironically. There's some gameplay things that I began to question. My protagonist here got caught in between like a rock and something else in some of the gameplay. Not game breaking, but noticeable. The characters, look at this main character, right? He's got a bucket on his head and he's attacking people with a broomstick. He's going out to rescue his ugly wife. It is kind of funny. And the creatures kind of represent that. They're these like hideous creatures. You see these drunk looking bees floating around. Honestly, might be worth continuing. We'll talk about that. And then the other big change here is that while I did have the progress in Pokemon Diamond, I also have had progress in Pokemon Black. And I had put it down for quite a while and just waiting to kind of be in the mood to come back to it. And because I was already in that Pokemon mood, and because I already had like 6 badges, I just locked in, went in on Pokemon Black. I'm at the 8th gym right now, and I do have some thoughts on the game. It's been about a year since I kind of just picked it up casually playing it, and I'm enjoying getting back into it. I'm just focused on my main choice, the Tepig evolution. I think it's Incineroar. I'm not really sure. I nicknamed him Porco, so I don't actually know. But Porco is carrying the team. He has the lucky egg. He's level 51 at like the final badge. But the problem is I'm on dragons. So I have to kind of weigh, am I raising multiple party members or not? And then obviously the other big change here is I picked up Arcade Archives Ice Climber, which I have played before, and I finished it. I cleared every mountain in the game. I previously thought that the game might be too hard for me, but I really got the hang of it. I do have some history with Ice Climber, and I'll get more into this when I review this game, but I just went all in, and it wasn't too bad. I didn't do it in one credit. The game does only give you 3 lives, and then you kind of lose your progress, but it does have a stage select feature, so you could just go to the next mountain. So I was happy to say that I have played all the mountains by the end of the game. Another one added, first game for March, Ice Climber Arcade Archives. It is not entirely distinct from the NES version, but there is enough difference, and visually and in terms of some of the levels, that I think it would be worth checking out the NES version too. Maybe I'll add that to a potential live stream. But just to recap for February, shorter month, but I did have 4 games there, so it would be nice to get another 4 for March, and that's the first. So there's obvious questions about what does this mean for the games for the week, for the upcoming week. I'll probably post this Monday, so this will already have been started. I definitely want to continue Pokemon Black. I'm right there. I think I can finish it by the end of the week. We shall see. Nintendo Switch has an opening, and I'm not really sure what I want to pick, but I know I'm kind of neglecting Castlevania, and honestly, having come off of Ice Climber Arcade Archive, I was looking at other arcade archives. There's thousands of them. Maybe that's an exaggeration. There's a ton of them on Switch, and I noticed that Versus Castlevania was on there. Before I get that, I just, I'm thinking about NES Castlevania. Do I want to play it? Maybe. I don't really know. Do I want an RPG? I'm going to hold off on selecting a Switch game for now, especially since I already have a portable with the DS. Really, since I'm in the Pokemon mood, I kind of just want to play Pokemon Stadium as well. So that's kind of been on my brain, those N64 games. I don't own them in English, but, maybe that'd be worth collecting and playing. And then I am also thinking about Sonic. I've been playing a lot of Sonic lately. I do play Sonic 1 like every week at this point. So I just don't have a pick for Switch right now. I'm going to come back to that, and maybe I'll just fill it in off screen. And then the other question is with Xbox Series S, do I want to continue Clunky Hero? I honestly want to change it, but I think I should just stick it out because it's such a weirdo pick. It's like not your typical Nintendo or Sonic or Konami, Castlevania. It's just something different. And, while I'm really happy I got a spaceship shooter in there and an indie last week, I don't know that spaceship shooters are like the best direction for videos for the channel. I just don't know. And then with Mighty Switch Force, honestly, I'm glad that video got views, but, I also don't know if that's a direction I want to go in on the channel. So I'm very conflicted on that end. So I will keep Clunky Hero here for now with potential to swap it out for something like either Sonic Adventure or Castlevania Area of Sorrow. I was thinking about both those games. So those are kind of on my mind. If I'm really not feeling Clunky Hero, I'll just go ahead and drop it. But, I made such quick progress, just kind of casually playing. I think I should just finish Clunky Hero. But anyways, that's it for me for March. Hope you enjoy. Those are my games of the week that I beat for the year. So stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you soon with more videos and live streams to come.